You ever just wonder?
Whether the world amazes you like you're a 5-year-old or you're just sitting there scratching your head during a midlife crisis, I've done both. Welcome into Coffee with Dubs.
You know, the other day I watched a little kid stop dead in his tracks because he spotted a butterfly. It wasn't a rare butterfly, it wasn't doing anything spectacular. It just happened to drift across his path, and then for the next minute or two, nothing in the world seemed to exist. While everything around him kept walking, he stood completely still, fascinated by something most of us probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. It made me smile because I realized somewhere along the way, we all stopped looking at the world like that. We still see butterflies, sunsets, lightning bugs, the first snow of the year, but our brains already get to move on because we never pause to experience them. We've already filed them under something we've seen before. I wonder if that's the cost of growing up. As kids, almost everything is a first. The first time you hear thunder shake the windows, the first time you see the ocean stretch farther than you can imagine, the first time someone tells you that there's billions of stars above your head. The world feels enormous because every day introduces something new that you didn't know existed originally. Then life changes. Experience starts replacing discovery. We become efficient, we recognize patterns, we know how movies are made, how magic tricks work, how theme parks operate, and how advertisements are designed the way they are. The mystery slowly gives way to explanations, and without realizing it, we begin trading wonder for certainty.
Don't get me wrong, knowledge is a wonderful thing. Learning, growing, and understanding the world we are a part of makes us human, but I don't think knowledge was ever meant to replace amazement. I think it was supposed to deepen it. When I sit down to work on Bolt Voltage, I'm not trying to convince anyone that robots are real. I'm trying to create a feeling we all had when we were kids and impossible things still felt possible. For a little while, I want someone to stop thinking about deadlines, bills, schedules, dog poop, and simply get lost inside a story. Maybe that's why stories have survived for thousands of years. Long before we had streaming services or smartphones, people used to gather around fires to tell stories that stretched the imagination. They weren't trying to prove anything. They were reminding each other that life is bigger than what we measure, explain, or hold in our hands. I think we need that reminder now more than ever. The world encourages us to become experts. It rewards us for knowing the answers and solving the problems as quickly as possible. But every once in a while, maybe it's worth slowing down long enough to let something be beautiful without immediately asking how it works.
The funny thing is, wonder isn't something you leave behind in childhood. It's something you stop making time for. The butterflies are still flying, the stars are still overhead. The sunsets still happen every evening, whether you're looking up or staring down at your screen. Maybe growing up isn't about losing your sense of wonder. Maybe it's about choosing not to lose it.
So thanks for joining me on another Pour Coffee with Dubs. Until next time, don't just learn something new today. Find something that makes you stop and simply wonder. I'll see you later. I'm out of here.